Yes. Allí no, Like in a game, or just to make the same message. Ka whisper. Chicago. I know where we are in Chicago. Next,
lei siamo in campo di
io sto vedendo questo accaduto. Io non la vedo.
dai, guarda, ma scusa.
Infatti me ne ero accorto.
Yeah.
Aisha, are you happy I'm back? Okay, let's do company law. You didn't even make time to study, my friend. What do you understand my company law? Mr. Moore?
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by company law? You play soccer? You play soccer?
No.
Yeah? Why not?
Play basketball.
Are you good at basketball?
No.
You're not?
Yes, he is.
Are you a guard?
He's one of the best.
You should be playing soccer. You should go far with soccer.
Why?
You don't go for it, that's it.
I don't know politics in Malawi and soccer, sir.
Alright, very, very true. But why politics in soccer when it's supposed to be talent and stamina?
People want their friends, their family.
That's why we don't develop it, yeah?
Soccer and me, I'm a
So, when you hear the term company law, it's part of commercial law, yeah? It's also part of what we call business law, mercantile law. But now, because you're going to be specializing in this subject, when I talk about company law, we're really relating to the law governing the rights, relations, and conduct of persons, companies, organizations, and businesses. So the way you run a company, the rules and regulations that govern a company. You learn in this course that a company is a separate legal entity, is a legal, what we call legal person. We have natural persons and then legal persons. Legal persons are creations of the statute. Understood, Mr. Monik? You are a natural person. You are a natural person. But we also have legal persons. So a company is a legal person once because it's created by statute. What we mean is that a company is a separate legal entity from the owner. That's why when you sue Airtel Malawi Limited, you don't sue Mr. Akamoto. You understood? So that's when we talk about company, we're looking at how the laws, the rights, the relations, and the conduct of persons with regard to those business entities. So company law relates to matters relating to the life cycle of the company. So from the establishment of the company to how you run a company and to how you dissolve a company or winding up a company. So what are the types of companies in Malawi? So the law that relates to company law in Malawi, or the law that relates to the conduct of companies in Malawi, is the Companies Act, which is in Chapter 4603 of the laws of Malawi. So there are basically 4 kinds of companies. This is very important, you need to pay attention. We have what we call a private limited company. So a private limited company is when you see Coca-Cola Limited, it means it's a private limited company. Private limited company, it requires a minimum of 1 member and allows a maximum of 50 members. So if Esmat wants to open a company, yes, she can open a company by herself, and then she opens a limited liability company, private limited liability company. But for it to remain a limited liability company, then the maximum number of people she can have will be 50. So it is important to note that this type of company does not allow the offering of securities or shares to the public. And in theory, can allow, so you can actually have a one-person company. So the formal name of this kind of company is followed by a limited. So for example, Limbe Tobacco Limited or Castel Malawi Limited. Then you have what we call a private limited company. So a private limited company requires a minimum of 3 members and a maximum, and there is no maximum number. Public limited company. So this type of company can offer shares or securities. The other name of shares is securities to the general public. So all public limited companies are listed on the Malawi Stock Exchange or the MSE as public limited companies. So you should also know that not all public limited companies are on the Malawi Stock Exchange. So the point is that public limited companies, or sometimes they're called public listed companies, are listed on the stock exchange, and they are supposed to offer shares to the public. But not all listed companies or public limited companies are listed on the stock exchange. So if you see PLC at the end of the company, such as the Airtel Malawi PLC or National Bank of Malawi PLC, you know that that is a public limited company, a public limited company. The fourth type of company is known as a company limited by guarantee. A company limited by guarantee. So this is where the liability of members is limited by the company's respective constitution. A company limited by guarantee. Yeah. So if Deborah and I want to open an NGO, for example, we can open it as a company limited by guarantee. So we don't usually give the securities or the shares, but we just guarantee. So most of the NGOs that we see are companies limited by guarantee. Understood? Now, the company limited by guarantee is where liability of members is limited by the company's respective constitution to such amount as the members undertake to contribute to the assets of the company. So you make an undertaking. That's why it is limited not by shares but by guarantee. So you say, okay, to this company I will commit $1 million kwacha. Then $1 million kwacha will be divided into shares. So that is guarantee. This form of a company is usually used for purposes of charity or not-for-profit organizations. Yeah? Then the fourth kind of company is a state-owned company. So these state-owned companies or statutory companies, they operate using the rules applicable to public limited companies. So unlike other types of companies, the relevant minister can exempt a state-owned company from any of the relevant provisions. So these are usually established by statute. What is an example of a state-owned company in Malawi? ESCOM, yes. Now that's an interesting. ESCOM is not a public company. Yesterday I traveled to Atlanta and I became against ESCOM. So I realized actually I also learned it. All along I thought ESCOM was a statutory corporation, but it is actually limited liability company. So we are suing ESCOM limited. Yeah? But then their powers are to the FD, yeah? So it's an anomaly, but I don't know how to do it. But ESCOM is a limited liability company. Is the number one. And you remember number one, private Second,
Water company.
water board, yes. Yes, so these are different companies. So, but try to lift the chair. Don't. I also learned the hard way. Even when you're having dinner, just smart, isn't it? So, Little Water Board is a state-owned company, a statutory corporation. Blantyre Water Board, separate from Little Water Board. They are created by statute. Understood? What position do you play in basketball?
1, 2, 3.
Position, not number.
No, say 1. Point guard, I can play point guard, shooting guard.
Those are the positions that we know. Okay, good. Understood?
Yes.
How many companies do we have? Deborah, how many companies do we have? Types of companies under the companies law in Malawi? 2? Yes, Mr. Point Guard, now you can tell me number. The question is how many, yeah?
4.
Excellent. Namely, Mr. Wazi. You see, your friend is even asking you to specify. So you have by saying limited company, there are 2 kinds of limited company, right? You have a private limited company, such as, I need hands up in my class. You have a private limited company, such as, you said pardon me, Yes, that's not private limited liability company, such as Airtel. Now we say private. Yes, I say hands up. What do you do when you want somebody to pass to you in basketball? You raise your hand, isn't it? Same principle.
Sometimes you just pass it up and something.
If they're dreaming like who is they dreaming? Then the ball pipe, the ball goes. Yes.
You think the private limited company, they even end in B2.
Yeah, private limited liability company.
Yes.
Yeah?
So it is Castel limited.
Yes, Castel, Malawi limited, yes. What about, so that's number 1. Number 2, Mr. Morning. ESCOM is the what? I just clarified that ESCOM is not a private. I just clarified that ESCOM is not a state-owned company as we are meant to believe. Because I'm suing it, I have to do research. I realized that it is a private limited liability company. So it's ESCOM Malawi Limited. But I'm talking about the second example. What? Lilongwe Dairy Board, yes. So, Lilongwe Dairy Board is a private limited company. No, now we're talking about the second example, which is a public limited company. Gracious?
Example?
Airtel Malawi PLC. So a company that ends with PLC, then it's a public limited company. Yeah, so the third example would be what? A company limited by guarantee. Such as, is that Mona Lisa? Yeah, such as a company limited by guarantee. I said most of the NGOs that you know are companies limited by guarantee. So for example, in Malawi, Human Rights, HRCC, Human Rights Consultative Council, is it? HRCC, HRDC, my friend Ntambo and Dahu. Trapenzi, HRDC is a, I know for a fact that it's a company limited by guarantee. So most of these NGOs. And then we have state-owned companies. So we have four kinds of companies, right? Mr. Kent, what's your name? Rodney. Rodney Sona. Are you related to Mr. Campbell Sona? Okay. So, when you have a company such as the Bambino Corporation that owns the University of Lilongwe, so it means the Bambino Corporation is the holding of the parent company. So the Bambino Corporation has several other companies. Bambino Private Schools, Lilongwe, University of Lilongwe. Yeah. So it means the University of Lilongwe and Bambino Private Schools are subsidiaries of a mother company or a holding company, also known as a parent company. Understood? So Press Holdings is a parent company. Press owns several other subsidiaries, such as Press Ken. It used to also own people's, what do you call it, PTCs back in the day. It used to own Chayamba Building Limited or whatever it is. You know what I'm trying to say? Are you able to get a picture? So a parent company or a holding company has subsidiaries. So it is crucial to understand the concept of a holding or parent company and a subsidiary. So the former, that means the parent or holding company, is defined as a controlling at least 50% of the board. So the key is, it means Press has to control 50%, meaning they choose 50% of the board members, exercising control over more than half of the maximum votes at a meeting, and they're holding at least half of the issued shares of the company. So apart from the board, you also have at least 50% of the shares in the company. So that means you are a holding company, a parent company. However, it is important to understand the distinction between a parent company and a subsidiary company, as they can be taken as one economic entity by the court. So sometimes the courts will look at the Press Holdings, that the Press Holdings and Press Kenya are one economic entity. So there is a case of DHM against Tower Hamlets, which is reported in the Law Reports of Wales, number 1 of 1976, at page 852. So the court said that the subsidiary had the very same directors as the parent company, and their only economic activity was leasing the parent company's land. The court held that they could not treat the two as separate entities from a technical perspective. So this was because the parent company and the subsidiary company were doing one and the same thing, just like Bambino Corporation is owning University of Lilongwe, is also owning. So Bambino Corporation, if they don't have any other business, that means they are in education, isn't it? So if, like in my case, I'm the director of Bambino Corporation, I also used to be director of the University of Lilongwe, but now I'm trying to say no, it cannot be the same because you need oversight also. But if the same director as Bambino Corporation, same director as the University of Lilongwe, then the court will say one and the same thing. You see the reasoning, Deborah? Do you also play basketball?
Yes.
Are you also good?
Not really.
What?
Not really.
Excellent. You said you play basketball as well, eh? So basketball is the in thing here, eh? No one for rugby? No one for golf? You play rugby? Golf. I've never seen that. But it looks like they are a good golf player. Let's play one of these days, yeah?
I'm a
You say?
I'm saying the tax rate money.
Your dad?
His dad.
You play golf. Which club? You know? Okay. Next time I meet him, I'll ask him. I'll say, yes, you're investing in your son. I'm not going to say losing money in your son. Okay, so now this is an important element. We remember we said a company is a legal entity, so you need to incorporate it. We don't say, you can register a company, but the term is incorporation. You incorporate a company. So you do the groundwork to establish a company. And the one who establishes the company is usually called as a promoter. So you are promoting a company, building a company. So a promoter is someone who has the responsibility of forming a company or incorporating a company. So a promoter has a fiduciary position with regard to the company. So fiduciary position means that they're doing it on trust. So you are given that responsibility on trust. So the promoter will have to enter into contracts on behalf of the proposed company, which are called pre-incorporation contracts. So you do that on trust. You do the work on trust. Yeah. So the company is not yet there. You'll be required to engage a lawyer to do the paperwork for the company. You'll be required to recruit, say, a manager, without when you haven't yet established a company. So you're doing that on trust. So that relationship is called fiduciary relationship. Fiduciary. You have it in page 2, incorporation of the company. You remember I sent you that document?
Yeah, since that presentation.
Mr. Wadi, can you spell fiduciary? Because it looks like you're so smart you don't not even taking notes. Mr. Sona, fiduciary. Gracious, Mr. Zimba, show them that you know what time it is. Fiduciary, how do you spell fiduciary? Deborah, fiduciary.
Fiduciary.
C-I-A-R-Y, fiduciary. Not fiduciary, Mr. Mohan. It's fiduciary. Yeah. So, what happens where a company is never formed but a contract is made? So, if you undertake to be a promoter of a company and the company is not formed, so the jurisprudence, but what we mean by jurisprudence is the reasoning, the philosophy of law. So jurisprudence means philosophy of law. So the common law jurisprudence or decision of the court, philosophy of law, so has always been that contracts made on behalf of the company, when the company is non-existent, are void. Void meaning they have no effect, yeah? Because you enter the contracts on behalf of the company. Now, if the company is not established, that means the contracts are not valid. What team do you play for?
Me?
Mr. Zimba. Disciples. Okay. So you play for a team called Disciples. Is it a legal entity? You see? Okay. You've heard of late that entities such as Bata Bullets, or we call it now Big Bullet, is a company, right? So towards commercialization, they decided that we need to incorporate these as companies so that you have you are a legal entity. So if somebody wants to sue Disciples, how do they sue? Who owns Disciples? William Mwanza. Yeah, so William Manza, that means you should register that as William Manza Trading and Disciples. Or you should just register a company limited by guarantee so that you should have a legal personality. You get my point?
Yeah.
It is important. So that how did you open a bank account with Disciples?
But I think it is because we have like a sales, which is the central bank, which is like an intelligent. So he registered through sales.
But it says also a legal entity.
Yeah,
How?
it's under Basketball Association of Malawi.
Is Basketball Association of Malawi a legal entity?
It is.
What sort of legal entity is it?
It's a sports association, like this one by.
Has it been established?
Yeah, it is.
The same as farm. Food Association in Malawi.
Yeah, so Football Association of Malawi has just been registered recently. I bet you I can actually put my money on it to say Kosovo is not a registered entity in Malawi.
No, they're under Basel, so I think that's
That's the
Officially, value.
yes.
I don't know. People take these things very casually.
Of course, yeah, it might be.
Now that you've understood this question, and give me an answer next week. Question: that are you registered? They'll tell you, yeah, we're registered now, but because okay, I belong to the Karate Association of Malawi, but it is not a registered entity. It is not a registered entity, but people think it's a registered entity.
So, how can you operate under Malawi? How can you operate such companies?
Because we have people like you who play basketball and you don't know that Cesar was not registered. No, I bet you, and strongly so.
But I think it's tricky.
How much are you putting in?
By the
Okay, how much should I put? How much are you put? Betting is mutual, right?
yeah.
If I lose, I give you. If you lose, you give me.
No, we're just trying to put you wrong. That is
But I think it's bad when you register because
You think.
it cannot be thinking of players working outside while it's the government sponsoring those players, meaning that it's working under Malawi and.
Do you know that University of Malawi was not accredited until recently?
Yeah.
You know that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the last thing.
Okay, question.
And even the Super League of Malawi, is it a registered entity?
That one we know.
So the website is a legal advisor of Super League, but I don't think it's a registered entity. Yeah? Is it? I don't know. But I doubt it very much. Yeah, so what I was saying.
I've never played it.
The registered as one. You may be registered under sales or Basmo, but are you a registered? I like your response when you say Disciples is not a legal entity. It is Mr. Manza.
So he's talking about the Volleyball Association of Malawi.
It is registered under the Sports Council.
Yes.
But is it an entity? What sort of entity is it? Is it a company limited by guarantee? Because we only have 4, yeah? We only have 4.
I think we lost.
You see?
So we can say like
Hey, Michael.
so we can say but it's body.
So a sports council ordinarily is supposed to be a sports council. Is it a government department, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's a government department under the ministry. So I suspect that we have a law that establishes the sports council. Because if we also don't have a law that establishes the sports council, then we have a problem. You see, so I think we may need to do a research. I think one of these days, who was asking for an assignment? So now you see you're becoming wiser, now you mature to have an assignment. So one of these days I'll give you that kind of assignment. So let's just cover some more ground. Can we do another, say, 10 minutes?
We have another class
When?
at 1.
Just 5 minutes.
Okay.
Let's pray. Do you even have money for lunch? If it's good, where I could have given you guys. Mr. Lawrence.
Yes, sir.
Okay.